Welcome back to Tobago Update. It's Youth Wednesdays, and we are here with some individuals from the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute as they continue their student dinner series, an exciting showcase where creativity, culture, and culinary artistry meet. Following their Peruvian brunch experience, the students are now inviting Tobago to journey to España with a taste of Spain, happening tonight, November 12th, at Top of the Mill Restaurant. Joining me for this first segment are lecturer Mr. Arthur Patrick and head chef Cherisse Bisoonath, two of the key minds behind this culinary experience. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, good morning.
Now to Chef Arthur, could you tell us about A Taste of Spain and what guests can look forward to at the student-led dinner?
Well, in terms of what guests can look forward to, I'll leave that for Cherisse, but basically, A Taste of Spain, this is done by our international cuisine class, well, at least one of the groups. So basically what we do is we try to immerse the students in a different culture by means of food, where they would do research on a specific country and, well, a deep research. So they would research the culture, the types of food, the festivals, the celebrations, however, of that country. And then they would come up with an authentic menu for that country.
And that's interesting that you mentioned all of this, because my follow-up question would be, how does student dinner series help teach the iBridge classroom learning with real-world hospitality practice? But you already gave that answer in your previous interaction with me. Now, Cherisse, I'm putting this next question to you. As head chef, what has the preparation process been like for you leading the team behind this dinner? And I'm also going to pass this question back over to you, since Chef Arthur decided that it will be for you. It's best for you to answer. What can guests look forward to at the student-led dinner?
I think it's really important to know that we keep it as authentic and traditional as possible due to good leading from our chef. He really wanted us to immerse into the culture and everything around it. So we looked at their religion, their music, their taste, their historical background, and we really used that to influence our menu while also utilizing Caribbean ingredients and techniques that we have here. We want to combine it both.
Awesome, and it's really interesting and important to know that we are also using all local ingredients, things that are native to Tobago, to ensure that we bridge the gap between international cuisine and our own to create something that is unique. Now, what inspired your approach to interpreting Spanish cuisine? How are you bringing authenticity and creativity together apart from just utilizing our local ingredients in your dishes?
Honestly, it was an episode of Chef's Table that utilized a Spanish-born chef born from Spain, and the amount of culture that they had in the episode and how deeply they talked about it, it really inspired me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, Chef Arthur, from an educator's standpoint, how rewarding is it to see students take ownership of projects like this and transform their learning into something tangible?
Well, it's very rewarding. If I'm being honest, they do get marked for this, so so they really don't have a choice. But it's very rewarding to see them, work in groups and really take the time to do the research necessary to ensure that the dinner is as authentic as possible. So, even though we're dealing with international cuisine, there are some ingredients that are not indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago. So all this is where the research will come in, because, they have to find substitutes for these ingredients and to ensure that they kind of still stick with the flavor profile of the country.
Awesome. Now, finally, Cherisse, tell us about the atmosphere guests can expect on the night, the decor, the music, because I know all of that would add to the entire authentic Spanish experience.
So our theme colors really revolve around Spain. So we're using a lot of reds, yellows, whites. We're using a lot of flowers, including like marigolds, and we're incorporating the music into the atmosphere. So Spanish dance, flamenco. So there'll be fans at the table. There'll be music playing throughout the dinner, things like that.
Thank you so much, Cherisse. Now, it's inspiring to hear that THTI continues to merge training and creativity through these international themes. Next up, we have sous chef Daisan Hensville joining Chef Arthur Patrick as we continue the conversation and continue to talk about the teamwork, menu design, and what it takes to bring a taste of Spain to life. Welcome back. We're continuing the conversation with Chef Arthur Patrick, but he's joined this time by sous chef Daisan Hensville to continue the conversation about A Taste of Spain, which is being hosted on November 13th, 6:30 p.m. at Tapo de Mil restaurant at THTI compound. Good morning, Daisan.
Good morning.
And welcome. We are happy to have you here in studio at Tobago Updates. Now, Daisan, as sous chef, what's your role in executing the vision for A Taste of Spain, and how do you support the team during preparation and service?
So my role is to assist the head chef as much as possible. So by executing certain dishes, helping around the kitchen, and also calling out orders and helping with the plating also is part of my role.
It sounds like you have to be constantly looking towards what your head chef is doing and just be complimentary in the kitchen to ensure all goes smoothly.
Basically.
Now, let's talk about the menu. There are dishes like gazpacho soup, paella, de verduras, suckling pig, and crema
Catalana.
Lovely. Which dish are you most proud of and why?
I would say the suckling pig because it showcases time and patience. So with the suckling pig, you will be able to showcase your patience in the cooking process and also with the carving. So at the event, we also have a carving station to supply the suckling pig. So individuals will come at the carving station and get their share of the pig.
So it's more of like an immersive experience where you're not only dining, but you're also being able to experience and be a part of.
Yes, very
awesome,
interactive.
awesome. Now, Chef Arthur, I'm going to direct this question to you. We've noticed the inclusion of vegan and vegetarian options in every dinner. How intentional is that decision within THTI's culinary training?
Well, in the last few semesters, we made it a duty to implement vegetarian and vegan meals into our student dinners and also into our classroom preparations, because as we know, people are more health conscious these days, and if we are supposed to be the leading hospitality institute in Trinidad and Tobago, then we must be able to satisfy every palate. So we believe that this is important. So when we have our dinners, we can cater for all facets of people.
Awesome. Inclusivity is the new trend, is the new thing that's in, and we have to ensure that on all parts, on all ends, we ensure that everyone feels included in all of the things that we are doing.
Correct.
Now, Daisan, we're heading right back to you. What has been the biggest challenge or learning moment for you in preparing for this event, and how has it helped your growth as a young chef?
I would say teamwork. Working with individuals that you may have not worked with before is a very eye-opener. So when you have individuals that obviously you never worked with before or expect to do certain things, you will have to have a perspective on their side and expect them to do the best of their ability also.
So it's about understanding each other's point of views and coming together in a collaboration to ensure that the vision, everyone understands this and they're working towards that particular goal. Now, Chef Arthur, before we close, how can Tobago continue supporting student-driven events like this, and why does that support matter so much to the Institute?
Well, you all can continue supporting these dinners by, well, we have a THCI page, or you could just go online. We have all the dinners that we would be offering over the semester posted there, and you can also click the link when you go to pay online. We also have short courses and all those things that we offer that you will see on the page. What's the second part of the question, please?
And why does it matter so much to the Institute?
Well, it matters so much to us, the Institute, because we want to know that we at least will share a small part in the development of Tobago, molding young minds that will potentially matriculate into society to uplift and assist with the development of our beautiful island of Tobago.
Yes, and ensuring that we pour into the tourism aspect of the greatest little island on the planet.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick, Cherisse, and Daisan, and congratulations to the entire THDI team. A Taste of Spain takes place November 13, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. at the Top of the Mill restaurant, THDI campus. Tickets are $400 per person, and reservations can be made at their website at www.thdI.edu.tt. Now, this has been Tobago Updates, Youth Wednesdays. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. Stay tuned for GMT.